evening. Welcome to another episode of Tabletop Discussion. I'm Sister Ruth.
I'm Ro.
I'm Kim.
Rose, baby.
All right, let's see what our topic will be for tonight.
Why do we knowingly go after another sister's boyfriend or husband?
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay, well, Kim, since you picked it.
Well, the question is, we don't so much go after, well, some of us don't go after. Maybe it's more so the male coming after that other woman, but being that other woman knows that he belongs to someone, there should be some sort of restraint there that she would not cross that line. But it could be for a number of reasons. She's lonely, she's messy, she's jealous, and or she just, want to do whatever.
Personally, I think some females see how good other females have it and want what they have instead of going out there and find someone that's available. My sister hit the nail on the head. Messy. Only messy females do stuff like that. I can't see why, but I mean, it's enough men out there for every woman, I believe, times 3. So I think it has to do with jealousy, as Kim said as well. And hit back on what I said. Some females just want what somebody else has. And those messy females, there's no room for that in sisterhood.
I agree. I look at it 2 different ways. Something that my sister Kim said was sometimes a man will come after a woman, and that woman may not know that that man has another woman or has a wife, and they get to know one another, and they start to like one another, and things progress from there, and then happenstance, she runs into him, somebody tells her that, hey, he's married, he has a girlfriend, he's living with somebody. Then that woman's put in a situation of making a decision for herself of, dang, I done got into this man now. He still wants to see me. Should I still see him? Or, no, I wouldn't want somebody to treat me that way, so I need to cut it off regardless of how I'm feeling. That's one way I look at it. The other way I look at it is sometimes women amongst their friends, and I would use friends loosely because I think a true friend wouldn't really go out and discuss anything or use anything against their friends that they discuss in their circle. But sometimes friends, female acquaintances, you discuss things about your mate with your friends that are of a sexual nature. Yeah. And you have some women that are curious. Yeah. If you're sitting around and you talking about how well your man pleases you, or he has a good D game, P game, whatever you want to call it, for some women that piques their curiosity. And then they start looking at that man in a certain way. I know some of you that may have been through this. You see how you catch your friends looking at them, or they start making jokes about certain things you may say. I would say that you need to be careful who you discuss that with. We all have a circle that we discuss everything with, and then a circle that we discuss limited information with. Now, for any men that are watching this, you should know that your women are talking about you. So let's be real about that. I'm saying as a sister and as a woman, you need to choose who you're having those conversations with. Now, these are my sisters. We're all sisters, blood relation. And we share everything, with one another. Now, I'm sure there's certain details that we may leave out. But for the most part, we talk about everything. You have to be careful because if you're talking to other women, and like I said, if you're talking about how well your man can get down, it will pique another woman's curiosity.
Right.
And women are messy and men are messy. Men know when another woman from his girlfriend's or wife's circle is into them. Because he's watching every movement, every conversation that they're having. So he knows out of that group who he can try and who he'll actually get lucky with.
A real man will let his wife know.
Exactly.
If somebody else trying to step to him or you can catch when somebody vibing on somebody else. So so you messy men out there, do the right thing. Pass that information on to your wife or your significant other, because you don't want it done to you.
Absolutely, and it's a double standard thing. It's very double standard. So, same as we're talking about sisters. We also have the men that do the same exact thing. So, it's an interesting.
I'm going to chime in right here, and I'm going to be honest. I've had or carried on a relationship with somebody that may have been with somebody else, might not honestly really knowing going into it. Attraction may be a reason why a woman would continue in a relationship, or the lack of attention she may be getting at home. She could very well be in a relationship, and this person is showing them more attention or pursuing them. Me being the person who I am today, I wouldn't knowingly get involved with somebody that I knew who was in a relationship. Friendships can expand, you know what I'm saying, can blossom into other things. I don't think no woman would want their significant other involved with another woman, or likewise another man having his woman involved with another woman, unless they
swing that way.
unless they're into that type of thing. But the question was, why do we pursue? I don't think I don't think most women would knowingly pursue.
Messy women will.
There are some women out there that would. Basically, if you're saying pursuing, you're throwing yourself at this person. You got people who.
And it's not even so much throwing themselves at them. They can see him at a club or whatever and push up on him, So it's, and when they know that he has someone, but still, another factor you think about when alcohol plays, and crazy decisions are made when alcohol is involved.
Yes.
So, so it knowingly, if they know that this person is dating someone or know that this person is married, and then they still go after them or still pursue them or still, make, insinuate or just go towards that person, things happen sometimes.
So let me ask you this, okay? Say you're in a relationship. A good friend of yours, somebody you've known almost all your life, is in a relationship with a person that he's basically not happy with, someone that he feels that he's trapped in whatever relationships he's in, and your friendship blossoms. Would you consider that to be messy?
Because he should man up. You should not stay with somebody you don't want to be with. Plain and simple.
Some men some women may feel the same way, that they trapped in their relationship, whether it be financially or whether it be.
I'm sorry, if you ever feel that you're
they don't want to leave their kids, or
alarm should be going off. You should never feel trapped in a relationship. That's just how I feel. You get out. You find a way.
Do you think it's the same if a guy is married and just has a girlfriend? You feel the same way about.
A relationship is a relationship.
Exactly. You think you don't belong with, or you're not happy with, you shouldn't stay.
Exactly.
If you have a commitment with someone and you are stepping outside of that commitment with someone else, then that's an assured problem.
Exactly. And like you said earlier, if it's a situation where you and your significant other, have made a contract that, you guys are into certain things or whatever the case may be, that's different. But when you're saying that you have two adults that are with someone and they're not happy, and then they have a friend that they've known forever, and you guys are tight, you're close, you hang up, say you're hanging out, had a couple of glasses of wine, and then the next thing you know, you're kissing, you're hugging, and then the next thing you know, you bumping along. that's a decision you made, and at that point right then you have to say, oh shoot, what did I just do? I need to stop that and apologize. Because if you don't want to be with somebody, let them know. I've told my boys their whole life, and my boys have issues, and hopefully they're working them out the older they get. It's your responsibility to be honest. If you're with someone and it's no longer there, you're not feeling the way you want to feel, you know, shared with them that, hey, I'm not happy, let's work on us, and nothing's happening, it's your responsibility to say, hey, I can't do this anymore, okay? Because we've all been in relationships, we've all known our relationships, we've all seen our parents and family members' relationships. There's no excuse to stay together when you're unhappy, because something's going to happen, okay? And we're actually teaching our kids the wrong message when we do that. Oh, I'm staying because of the kids. No, I know a lot of great dads who aren't with their wife or significant other anymore, absolutely. And they are great fathers. They don't have to be with it, because you're showing them it's okay to argue, fuss, and fight, get physical, cheat, because kids know. Right. They know when something's different. They may not know you're cheating, but they know there's something different between you and their mom. You know, so we're teaching the wrong message when we do that. But, you know, getting back, you know, to women, you know, who knowingly, you know, and the question, you know, was knowingly go after, you know, like I said, it can be about, I like, you know, what Crow's baby said is, they see how well this man or this woman taking care of, you know, their significant other, and they want a piece of that. You know, I can say when I was younger, I can look at men, and I'm going to be honest right now, and even if I could be in church and watch how people, because I'm a people watcher, I can tell you if I tried them, who would step and who wouldn't. Because the same thing I did, other women are doing and other men are doing. They watch. So if you're in a circle of females, you need to be careful about what you're talking about. Because there's always somebody, that fox, who's sitting in the cut. They're listening to everything you say. Right. They're watching everything that your man do.
They did a song about it. Play that woman.
That's true. Yeah, they're sitting watching, and they was like, "How can I get a piece of that?" Mm-hmm. You know, and that's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's different than somebody getting, you know, with somebody and then not knowing. That's happened to a lot of women, especially with married men. They not know the man's married. That's true. Because he think he good at what he doing. They don't know right now. You know, but then they get in that situation because their heart done got tied up into it. Mm-hmm. Dang, do I leave him alone? I like the way he make me feel.
Love yourself more than you love that man.
Absolutely.
I agree.
It's about self-love. Absolutely.
I agree.
You know,
absolutely.
You worth for being his only woman. And you got to know that you're worth being his only woman. So if you find out you dating somebody married, you know, you bring it to him and say, you know, find out you're married. So you either going to be leaving her or I'm going to be leaving you. I'm not playing second fiddle. I mean, love yourself. Know your worth. And then it won't be happening to too many women. I mean, just know your worth.
That's true. I like that. Know your worth.
Absolutely.
That's right. It happens.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Self-love. Love yourself first.
Sisters, that's the cornerstone of what we talk about. Love yourself. Know your self-worth. Know that you're more than a side piece. Okay? Know that.
And more than likely, the man that's doing that to her, what if he did end up leaving his
but
wife
you
for
got
her?
women that just
he leave her. I mean,
the guys are in that case that creep on their man and
like that.
Oh, that's true.
Worth the bag they carrying.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. Like Kim said, it's a double standard.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a double standard.
Wow. That was a good question.
That was. Well, this was Tabletop Discussion. Sisters, be strong. Again, if you have questions that you would like for us to discuss, please send them to empowermentbuilders@gmail.com. Please make sure you share this video, share, view, and subscribe to our channel. You guys have a good evening. Peace.
Love yourself.